evening, everybody. Welcome to an all-new episode of SCNS Live. There we go. Very nice job, guys. Anyway,
Thank you.
Yes, it is a brand new show. We are without Matt tonight. He is doing things like, an adult should do. But
Boo.
But we do have a couple people in the studio that you might recognize. Ladies and gentlemen, over there, the Jackass, the World Tag Team Champion, BC.
Yo, Jackass in the house. Happy birthday, Mommy.
That's very sweet.
It's my mommy's birthday.
Very nice.
It's my mommy's birthday.
And of course, we've got Mr. Rob Entropy over here with, why is Cap sitting on your microphone?
Because that's where Cap sits.
Fine with
Team Cap.
That's
USA.
Oh God, this is gonna get ugly. Okay, and filling in for Matt, our special guest, our good friend from the Dweeb Factory, ladies and gentlemen, LA is joining us.
Yay. What's up?
Mr. I'm gonna wear a green shirt when we do a green.
I had an amazing shirt on. I want you people at home to know I had an amazing.
Bro, real talk. This dude has an authentic Gordon Bombay
Listen to him.
District 5 Mighty Ducks jersey.
I came in V formation and they took it away from me.
It had to go.
I had to go.
I had to gel the hair because I walked in with a green Dallas Mavericks hat.
Yeah, he looks like he's going Super Saiyan right now.
How you doing?
And you got green letters on your shirt too. Which
Well, at least, Team Iron Man, not that I'm supporting Team Iron Man because I'm an impartial judge, but they are blocking the green letters on my shirt,
so
hopefully.
anyway,
enough.
we have a great show. Of course, we got also the Professor Chris K working the boards over there, twisting the knobs and everything. And Chris is back where, and I just want to say that right now, Chris is back.
That's your phone, dude.
That is my
It's
phone.
still connected to your Bluetooth. You do
I
it
know.
every week.
Shut up. Anyway.
Oh, break that damn speaker.
So anyway, I would like to say right now, this is the actual 4th anniversary date of the first time Chris and I did this show. So,
Give it up.
4 years, dude.
Clap. I can't hear you.
That brought us to bringing me to the show. Congratulations, guys.
I'm glad to be here on this historic night.
I'm turning this down. Crap. Anyway, so we do have a great show for you tonight. We got some super cool nerd news. We got a full schedule on that today. We've got a special segment
Whole
we're doing.
schedule is saying the least.
We're doing a little something called Disappointments in Nerd History, and we're just going to be talking about the worst things our fandoms have done to disappoint us. We also got a little bit of serve tonight because I have to tell Rob why he's wrong. So anyway, and the loser,
And I will
of
be an
course,
impartial judge.
draws from the Punisher board.
And I'm not a part of it, so there's no chance I'm going to have to draw.
So serving
There
the
might be a chance.
serving the court, of course, as the judge will be BC. LA will be the bailiff, keeping everything under control.
I'm going to try. I'm going to try to.
But anyway, let's move on. It's time for some super cool nerd news.
Super Cool Nerd News is powered by Cinelinx. Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more. Keep it on Cinelinx. Trailers. So many dropped this week. We got a brand new Jason Bourne, Magnificent Seven, Girl on the Train, The Founder, Warcraft, Hands of Stone, and The Infiltrator. So many new looks for so many more movies. Ladies and gentlemen, we are officially out of the terrible movie season. Moving on, we have a brand new Sherlock on the way. Robert Downey Jr. was speaking and said, "We're talking about it right now. Now! I can't wait. I know Guy Ritchie loves me as much as I love him, and he damn well should. When we're making those Sherlock movies, it is off the hook. We'll attempt to make one this year. It really is a big deal to go and do those movies. I'm tired all the time, but I'm excited for it." So that means hopefully we will finally be getting a third Sherlock Holmes from Guy Ritchie, Jude Law, and Robert Downey Jr. Moving on to some superheroes, Deadpool's coming to Blu-ray. We got a list of the features on Cinelinx.com. There's going to be deleted scenes, a gag reel, commentary with Ryan Reynolds and the writers, from comic to the screen, to screen, and much, much more. All coming to sale on May 10th. X-23 is rumored to be in the brand new Wolverine 3. That's right, folks. We might actually see Laura Kinney, aka X-23, making her on-screen debut as maybe one of the villains, maybe fighting alongside him. Who knows? We'll find out a little bit later. Robert Downey Jr. is officially scheduled to join Spider-Man Homecoming. This comes on the heels of us finding out that Michael Keaton is officially out of Spider-Man Homecoming. Hey, you know what? We got some bad news, but we got some good news because Tony Stark is part of Spidey's world. William Dafoe has joined the Justice League. That's right. The Green Goblin is going to be fighting the... Wait, no, that's not right. No, not the Green Goblin. We don't know who he's going to be. All right, well, we still have William Dafoe. He will be joining Henry Cavill, Ben Affleck, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, Ezra Miller, J.K. Simmons, and it is directed by Zack Snyder and due for release on November 17th, 2017. Speaking of dates, Blade Runner was pushed up nearly 3 months, taking it out of that toilet of a movie season of January and moving it to October 6, 2017. The Blade Runner sequel will once again star Harrison Ford, as well as Robin Wright, Ryan Gosling, and Batista. Yay! Moving on to some comics.
Boo,
Civil
Batista.
War 2. Do not boo Batista.
Sorry.
He
I knew that
was Drax, and he was awesome.
Barista?
Wow.
Haters. Everywhere I go, got a couple haters. They're all over the place. You know who's a hater? Civil War 2 haters. They're out there. Comic book Civil War 2 is coming out, and we finally got a plot. A plot where a guy can see the future, and Captain Marvel says we have to use it to stop stuff before it happens. Iron Man would like to let stuff play out. And I'm not going to lie to you. In my notes here, I literally wrote, Captain Marvel says we have to use it to stop shit before it happens.
So who are you transcribing that from?
I have no idea.
I think it was me because it's a comic book
was.
quote that sounds like me word for word.
Oh, that just made me laugh. I'm sorry. That was good. Following that, Xbox 360 is no more, folks. That's right. No more new Xbox 360s will be created. It is the death of the 360.
Finally.
Speaking of 3 deaths, 2016, that murderous psychopath that this year has become, has claimed more victims. On top of Natalie Cole, David Bowie, Dan Haggerty, Alan Rickman, George Kennedy, Pat Conroy, Frank Sinatra Jr., Merle Haggard, Doris Roberts, Balls Mahoney, we can now add ex-WWE wrestler Chyna and rock music legend Prince to the list of those we have lost. And I'm not gonna lie to you, this music, I mean, this hits us really hard. I cannot believe, especially Prince, man. This one sucks.
This man,
It really does throw us all for a loop.
I'm going to be completely honest. When I heard today, like the first thing I wanted to do was go to my phone and start listening to music, and I was like, no, because I don't want to start crying. Because this was the first concert I went to as a kid. Absolute first concert.
Exactly.
The man
Prince,
was a showman.
Prince will live on through his music, as well as Chyna will live on through the WWE network.
And their Triple X videos.
And you know, y'all had to go there.
will
She
not-
just died. Speaking of
Sorry.
death, we're also going to kill the seasons because winter is coming.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's right, folks. Oh, we're only 4 days away, if my math is correct, and it is probably not.
It's not.
But Game of Thrones Season 6 is coming back this weekend, and I don't know about you, but we're all very excited here for winter. That's your Super Cool Nerd News, powered by Cinelinx, Cinelinx.com, your one stop for your news, reviews, editorials, and more.
Oh, thank you, BC.
Hey,
Very nice.
They would have came.
Very
Hey, Rob, come on back, buddy.
So there's,
Very nice.
You know, this
Awesome.
this was a freaking depressing day. I tell you, this was a depressing day because I mean they throw the word pioneer around a lot, but Chyna was really a pioneer.
She really was. There would be no Divas Revolution today if there wasn't for the revolution that she began
And
back in the day. Being the
45
first woman in the Royal Rumble, first woman to win the Intercontinental Championship. Everything she did was, she's the ninth wonder of the world.
45 years old.
And she
is
took
much
8.
too young.
wonders.
Huh?
Stop
8
it.
wondrous
Stop
inches
Stop it.
of X. I'm sorry, America. I apologize, but it's funny. I'm so sorry, but it's hilarious.
You're gonna think it's hell when I set you on fire.
It's really bad. I literally got the news.
It's sad,
as
though. It is sad.
As I was recording my my podcast this morning, I was recording it last night. I got the news in the middle of recording it, and it really just sent me into a summer. Now I wasn't always the biggest China fan, but still, man.
I was.
Well,
and Prince, dude,
Prince is serious.
party man.
That's serious, man.
57
New king
years
in
old,
town.
man. I mean, album after album of just great music, and
Batman.
we
Made that Joker. He made that Joker. He made that Joker scene amazing.
I posted that this morning. That video.
I mean, that's too many great musicians this year for me. All right.
Yeah, like I had put on my Facebook earlier today. I heard his album, vinyl, when I was about 9 or 10 years old, in like 79 or something like that. And from that moment, I liked Prince. And Prince got weird, and my parents were like, who the hell is this guy in a thong and a trench coat?
He moved people on live TV
I was like,
before
"Daddy,
Johnny
that's
Knoxville.
And man, hearing that today, when I first saw it, I was like, yeah, okay. It's not real.
I know. I was like, hoax.
And then I eventually found out it's like I'm not a big person who gets starstruck and everything like that, but I've been going between these moments where I'm like, am I going to cry or what? So,
Wow.
Well, I made the mistake of I just have my songs in a shuffle on my phone. Second song was Purple Rain. And then Matt posted the freaking Super Bowl performance that he did in the rain and still put on a show. With these girls that were somehow dancing around on stage as sheets of water coming down. Which the best line of that whole video was the guy that organizes the halftime shows. He called Prince and he said, if you didn't notice, it's raining. Prince is like, okay, can you make it rain harder? And then, of course, 4 different electric guitars, which electric and rain.
Those don't mix if you didn't get that.
And then does Purple Rain while sheets of rain are coming down. And it looks like water's just rolling off of Prince, by the way.
Prince just called God and was like,
the water was falling going, excuse me, Prince, I'm sorry. Excuse me, sorry, I'm sorry. So we've lost a legend, man.
Wow. Truly.
I mean, there's not going to be another guy that, I think Dave Grohl, like they asked him once, they were like, is Prince a better guitar player than you? And he was like, Prince is a better drummer than I am. If there was anybody that was this respected by so many of his peers and just would put on shows. If you never saw a Prince live show, I'm sorry that you're not going to be able to.
I tried at least 3 times and it just never worked out.
I am genuinely sorry for those who did not see this man perform live because it is a thing to see. So, yeah. Sorry to end it.
R.I.P.
Yeah. R.I.P. Prince. R.I.P. China.
R.I.P. Doris Roberts.
And so, yeah. But with that, we are going to take a break. We are going to...
Do you want to touch on any of the other news?
What other news do we have?
Trailers.
We got stuff to do.
Deadpool.
No.
Stuff
Let's
to do.
move on. We got to move on. So anyway, we are going to take our first break. Let's go ahead and check and see what I'm reading this week and picks from the rack. We'll be right back. I have comics and opinions, so it must be time for picks from the rack. Got some good reads for you guys this week. So first up this week, Power Man and Iron Fist #3. Look, this book right here, the dynamic between Luke and Danny is just so good. The artwork matches that humor style. And it's kind of like a friend that gets married and you still want to hang out with him, but his wife hates you. That's totally their relationship with Jessica Jones. Now, this has them running afoul of Tombstone, of course, trying to get this Super Soul Stone back. No, I did not make that up. The Super Soul Stone. It's really, really good. Tombstone's goons that are following them around are the real MVPs of this comic book. Their dialogue is just great. Seriously, really good book to pick up. You won't be disappointed. Power Man and Iron Fist #3. Now a book I had to jump on, Twilight Zone and The Shadow. If you're familiar with this character, imagine if Lamont Cranston, The Shadow, dropped into a Twilight Zone episode. Now, I loved Twilight Zone as a kid. It was one of my favorite series. So this has him pretty much questioning what the reality that he's in. It's a nice twist on an old character and bringing in a show I like. This is Peanut Butter and Chocolate Reese's right here. Definitely one of my highest picks of the week. And a book that's going to make a former co-host of this show real happy. All New Hawkeye number 6. I wasn't going to get this book. I'm not a big Hawkeye fan. But the writing is just so good in here. I love the relationship between Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. Maybe I just like good team-up books. And they're two characters that I'm not particularly fond of. But in this book, I become fond of them. I like them. Also for the line, we're going to go Hawkeye on their asses. Yes, yes. The flashback parts telling more about Kate as a child, they're just really good, and it's a really sweet book to pick up, and it's got a decent amount of action. I might have to add this to something I pick up regularly, so yeah. Damn it, Cora. And also this week, Sam Wilson, Captain America number 8. Now, this book directly addresses the big elephant in the room. What is Steve Rogers going to do now that he's back to his old youthful self? The super soldier serum is going through him, and Sam Wilson is wearing the old red, white, and blue. Well, that gets addressed in here. Of course, we've seen some promo work that Cap will be taking on a different persona, but I like the way they address it in the book. And the relationship between him, Sam, and Bucky. I'm almost getting kind of a Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, and Tim Drake kind of feel from this. I like the way they interact. I like that they're all on the same team because they're pretty formidable. And I'm just glad to see Cap back mainly, and they do it really well. And the next book looks like it's going to be some all-out avenging action. So, yeah, really high on my list this week. Quick disappointment this week. Howard the Duck number 6. Now, I spoke highly of that Animal House crossover that we got in Squirrel Girl. It was actually funny. I liked the artwork. This was a disappointment, and I'm pissed about it. The artwork I was kind of big on, but the dialogue and the resolution of this book, damn. And last of this week, Transformers number 52, All Hail Optimus. So, this is not an All Hail Optimus. Don't let the title fool you. Optimus is an outcast in this. There is a council, and they are not trying to hear anything about Autobots and Decepticons and more war, and Starscream, of all people, is leading them. Also, Starscream may be losing his mind in this book because he's seen pretty much the ghost of Bumblebee, which we don't know if it's a ghost. Maybe Bumblebee's just really fast or something. Doubt it. I think Starscream's cracking up, and he's the guy in charge right now. I'm willing to stick with this book. I've been wanting to get into a main Transformers title, and I think this is going to be the one that I do. So yeah, Transformers number 52. Great, just ongoing stories from these guys. Even though they lose me for a little bit, they always find a way to bring me back in. Anyway, guys, that's it for me. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, check out Cinelinks.com, and if you're watching the show, well, thanks for watching. But if not, I'll catch you guys next time. Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you like Pixel Rack. Let us know what you're reading in the comments below. But we're moving on, and this is a nerd rage moment, I guess. Not a nerd rage moment, more of a
disappointment.
So we were talking our worst.
Spider-Gwen will not stand. All right, I want you to know that
Operator
she does not stand.
May I?
Yes, go ahead. Make her, because
Anyway.
you know what? You know, damn the girl.
So basically, our greatest disappointments in fandoms individually that we liked. So I'm going to start off with Transformers 2 and 4.
Wow, you skipped 3.
3 was actually good.
I like 3.
Nope.
And I'm okay with 2. Because I don't care how racist they are. I freaking love the twins, bro.
They were terrible. They know. I'm not forgiving the twins.
They were hilarious.
Not forgiving the twins. At the moment he was like, I'm under the scrotum. I'm done.
Devastator and balls.
Done.
Yes.
I'm done with this movie.
Leon, the character of Leon Spence, whatever.
So
his name
glad
is,
he died.
He was supposed to be played by Jonah Hill. Think about how different that role would have been.
I'm just so glad that guy died.
Did they kill him?
I'd like to think that they did. It's the one thing that keeps me going. That somewhere along the way he got crushed by a random robot bit or something. Anyway, look, the reason I hate Transformers 2 so much is because the major plot hole of that movie. Megan Fox had a fucking Allspark shard the whole time.
But bro,
she left the garage with it, went to the college, and had it They never touched on it again.
But bro, she runs in slow motion.
Yeah, this is true. She runs a lot.
Did you see it in IMAX 3D? She ran in slow motion.
And Transformers 4, I've seen that movie literally once, and I've
It's
never
garbage.
seen it again,
That movie is garbage.
So
pretty
anyway,
bad.
next disappointing fandom moment. Who's got one?
You brought it up earlier. Spider-Man 3.
Goddamn.
Spider-Man 3.
The first appearance of Venom.
Oh God, Spider-Man 3. Just thinking about it now gives me PMS. Let me tell you about Spider-Man 3.
It gives him something that he can't
I can't even physically get.
medically have.
I can't even physically have it, but it give it to me. So Spider-Man is one of my favorite characters. You tell me that you're gonna bring in Venom, one of the most amazing, I don't even know, villain or anti-hero, whatever you want to consider him as.
He'll always be a villain.
And the black suit Spidey, which is one of the best suits Spider-Man has ever donned. And you give me this all black monotone suit, and I forgave that. And then you give me Dancing Peter.
Oh my God, emo Peter.
Oh God, it was so bad. And then you make Topher Grace, is that his name?
Yeah.
I really don't care. I don't respect him enough. You give Topher Grace Venom?
I laugh at any time I hear somebody's got.
Are you fucking insane? Topher Grace? I'm bigger than Topher Grace. I could have played Venom better than Topher Grace.
Look, you know what? I could have said okay to Topher Grace pre-Venom.
And I would have said you're fired.
No,
That
because
didn't bother me.
No.
Pre-Venom, he was a pussy.
My problem
He was.
and
In the
I- look,
comics
and
was
at the moment, I'm literally in my what I call hashtag Civil War Fest as I'm gearing up for the movie, and I'm watching the Spider-Man movies. I literally just rewatched Spider-Man 3.
I'm sorry.
And
I'm sorry, too.
I remember I stood up in the theater because like you're saying, I grew up as a Spider-Man fan. That's always been my hero, Spider-Man and Venom. I stood up in the theater and screamed, "Fuck you!" the second he look, I got through everything, but as soon as Venom said I was furious. Venom speaks in plural.
That's
should have said
good-
We. Yeah. I know.
Oh my God, I was mad.
Yeah.
And to stick with Spider-Man, you know, one thing that pissed me off was the Amazing Spider-Man 2 and the Rhino.
No, yeah, that was really bad.
Oh, that was bad.
I
really
can get
bad.
over that.
You have Paul Giamatti, a world-class actor, and you have him do this stupid, over-the-top
Russian accent.
You're just not Spidey. You're
Well, he is Russian.
He never spoke. He didn't even speak Russian. He didn't speak a word. He just Spidey.
that's more like Western European right there.
Oh my God, that was bad.
It was really bad. I don't understand why. That whole movie was terrible.
All right, you can't rage long enough. Somebody bring up another topic. Come on, because we will dig into the ground. in another one.
Robin.
Well, I really wasn't a big fan of this comic book character, but the Jonah Hex movie.
Oh God, you assholes!
I actually kind of like Jonah Hex.
Yeah,
wrong
I'm so
Sorry.
glad that
Sorry.
he had
God, dog it.
he had an animated. Oh, by the way, she's standing. Operator error. They had a Jonah Hex animated that was good. They had. I'm glad he was in Legends of Tomorrow.
Me too.
He was
I
on
have not
Justice
watched
League
that one
Unlimited, and he was good on there.
Yes.
So that's 3 out of 4 really good renditions of Jonah Hex. But that movie, which
You
also
get a big time movie, stick Megan Fox in it. And
Wait, who-
and mind you, at that time I was like, I love me some Megan Fox. I walked out there like, fuck this bitch.
wait, who was it that played Jonah Hex in that movie? What's his name?
Thanos.
No,
Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
Was it Josh
Brolin.
Yeah,
I'd like to add that Josh Brolin that year was in the worst cowboy movie and the best cowboy movie because True Grit also came out that year.
Was it really? Was it at the same
So he
time?
holds the distinct award of being in the best and worst cowboy genre film in 1 year. Congratulations,
Yeah.
Josh.
Thank you, Jonah.
That's
Appreciate
talented.
that. My only problem with Jonah Hex rendition in the Legends of Tomorrow is that they didn't use any of his powers. This is like, we're just gonna make him a character that looks weird.
It could have been at any point in Jonah
didn't-
Hex's time, though, because, I mean,
Yeah, but I mean, they didn't even make him a sharpshooter. They just used him in the. I was like, I'm glad they used him, but they didn't give him like any special thing at all. Like,
maybe he hasn't gotten there yet. Seriously,
but-
that could have been. He's had so much time, so they can. And also, I really hope they revisit that character.
I hope so too.
Speaking of the TV shows,
Oh, disappointment.
Disappointment.
Oh, yes, I know where this one is going.
I've got to get the other day. LA came on to It Is What It Is, and we came on to my Star Wars podcast, and we
Yeah.
were talking about it, and he brought up Gotham, and I hadn't watched yet, but I finally watched this week's Gotham, and holy crap, they revealed Azrael.
Spoilers. I don't care if you haven't watched it. I'm gonna spoil it for you anyway because I'm saving your life.
I don't get this. I understand. Look, this is a kind of an Elseworld kind of story of it, but Azrael is what now, like 30 years older than Bruce Wayne? That makes no sense.
Makes zero sense. Makes zero. Look, so so when the show first came out, I was all aboard. For the show. I was like, cool. This is gonna be like, because I was a big fan of Smallville, so I was like, it's maybe be like Smallville, where they'll track Bruce throughout the years, and at the end of the show, like the very end, is when you'll see Bruce all like in his mid 20s, maybe almost early 30s, and like he turns around and he puts on the cowl, and that's the end. That was like my vision of the show. I should be writing for the show. Yeah. And then they gave you
all over again,
which I was completely fine with, but with Batman. Smallville with Batman sounds awesome. And I gave it all these chances. I stuck it out through season 1. It had a lot of up and downs. I was like, why is Commissioner Gordon doing these weird things? And he just shoots somebody and kills someone for no reason. He's joining like forces with Penguin. And I was like, what? And it was like all these villains are running around. And then they start using like all these different storylines that don't match up, like Flashpoint. And I was like, what is going on? It's like Court of Owls is being thrown in here. I was like, all right, I'm sticking out with it.
I envision it completely different. I saw it as no Bruce Wayne. I saw it as Law and Order in Gotham.
Which is
and
dumb.
And that's what I was excited for. A GCP TV show with very little connection.
Yeah, Rob and I said that. We wanted Gotham City PD.
Yeah.
Which would have been fine, because they're doing it in the comics, and that comic is solid, but they're not doing that in this show.
No. And that's one of the main. Now I've gotten better with Bruce. I think Bruce has grown on me a little bit. But this storyline that looks like they're going with, what was his name before he was Azrael?
Oh, Galavan.
Galavan becoming Azrael.
Dumb.
And
what? They turned what?
They turned Galavan.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
He came back to life.
You're fucking welcome.
He came back to life as Galavan, and Hugo Strange is behind the murders of the Waynes.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can believe that dumb shit.
Okay, back to disappointments. Do we need to touch on the prequels, by the way? I mean, it happened. Okay, I through years of alcohol abuse, I've
gotten over it.
I look at Jar Jar Binks. It happened.
And you know what? They corrected Jar Jar as they went on. They took him out.
Yeah. I think I'm more. But they made him. They made him the key factor in starting the freaking empire. So I'm like, you know what? Fine, I'll forget.
He deserves all the hatred
that you did before, but whatever.
I think I'm just more forgiving because Force Awakens has come out, and I'm like, okay. I'm good. I'm back.
I think the prequels just proves that George Lucas' storytelling skills are limited. Can we just agree? Can we agree on that?
He's a great storyteller.
He is
a terrible director.
Let me tell you.
Chat room is ripping y'all apart. By
that's fine.
Why are you bald?
What?
Somebody asked, why are you bald? Actually, Dweeb Factory asked, why are you bald?
Wait, why are they ripping us apart? What are they angry
jeans?
about?
I don't know.
Apparently about Bruce growing on you. Phrasing. Are we still using phrasing?
So this is
phrasing.
He's a young boy.
I mean, so George Lucas was also behind Howard the Duck movie. So there you go.
There you go.
All right.
So
you should have saw those prequels coming.
American Graffiti.
Okay.
And he was also behind Star Wars.
Yeah, and then he made the prequels.
But he made Star Wars.
Well, I didn't say he wasn't talented. I just said he's limited is all I'm saying.
I think I'll move on to the next one. But I think comic book wise, and y'all may not like this one as much, but anytime in the 90s, Rob will get this, when they had to put a fucking character in the comics in some like extreme armor, like when Batman got his back broken and Azrael took over and he had that big armored suit.
Yeah.
Or when Cap was paralyzed and suddenly had freaking Captain America Iron Man armor.
Iron Patriot.
Or Daredevil had his his armored suit with the plates on him and everything. Mm-hmm. Which, yeah, that works for a guy that flips around. Sure, okay. And he's trying to be quiet. And pouches. Motherfucking pouches. And Rob Liefeld, you son of a bitch. You no foot, no fist drum motherfucker. I hated your guts in the 90s as you were all jeans commercials and Spike Lee was saying you're good. I said you suck. At my damn
I'm gonna draw me a woman with some big titties and some nipples. pouches.
Whose legs eventually go down to needle points. I hate your guts.
I still love you, Rob.
Ryan Reynolds said it best in Deadpool. Fuck you, Liefeld.
Another one now. Well, hang on. Before I get this out, I gotta shout out to Tracy. How you doing? But Jason, you brought up earlier Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
You motherfuckers. You tricked us.
And on that level, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li.
Oh, shit.
Talk about whitewashing a character.
Damn.
Okay, everybody gets pissed about Scarlett Johansson and Ghost in the Shell. They fucked up right there. We are totally we're giving her plastic surgery. Boom, she's white.
The only thing I will give that one is I loved Michael Clark Duncan as Balrog.
I didn't.
That was pretty drunk.
There's rare. No, I can't forgive that movie. I can't.
I can't either. Because she also played in Dragon Ball Z Evolution 2. So
Kristen
Crump.
Yeah, she was.
really?
yeah, she played Chi-Chi.
That's another one
There's
there. Dragon Ball
there's
Z.
something there.
Right?
Dragon Ball Z was a big
Evolution.
disappointment.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'll go one further because I was a big fan of this comic book, The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Oh, the movie that made Sean Connery quit.
I'm out
Yeah.
now.
That's horrible.
You can have this bullshit.
And speaking of Sean Connery, Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull.
You know what?
Don't. I swear to God, I will come across this. They nuked a fridge and he survived.
I thought
Swinging monkeys, swinging Shia LaBeouf.
it was entertaining.
30s, 40s, 40s.
Swinging Shia LaBeouf
It was entertaining.
with monkeys.
Hey, at least,
I didn't say it was good. I said it was
at
entertaining.
least we don't have to worry about Shia taking over.
Yeah,
That is
Shia's
very
career.
true.
Shia's career is probably over.
Let's just rejoice in that. One word: Sandman.
Yeah, that was god awful.
You know what? Another one that
was
really
like
lets
about
me
three.
down.
Sandman.
And I continue to watch it, and at first the first time I saw it, I was really let down by the Mandarin.
Yeah,
Iron Man 3.
yeah, that disappointed.
I have since gotten over that and find Ben Kingsley funny. My problem now with it is more of we were promised Iron Patriot and more War Machine, and he gets kidnapped, taken out of his suit, and as soon as he gets his suit back on, he flies away and leaves the damn movie.
because he wasn't.
Tony never has, and I understand what they were going for, but then to bring all the suits at the end, you're like, wait a minute. As soon as you got Jarvis up and running again, why didn't you just send for one more suit?
I like Zach wants us to comment on the leaked episode 8 script, but let's face it, none of that stuff that we learned about from episode 7 was true. So I'm not commenting on any more scripts until. Look, we're getting Star Wars soon, so I'm not commenting on it. It's out there. Go find it. I don't believe shit in there, except about Ray. Maybe anyway. There's one from Neil in the chat room. I think we need to talk about Lobo. Yes, the redone version of Lobo sucks. Pretty boy Lobo with the facial makeup sucks.
I haven't read
any of
I think
it.
a lot of people
I saw the picture. He was like all like freaking skinny jeans and shit.
I think a lot
Yeah.
of people took one look at that and said, "Fuck that."
Yeah,
That ain't Lobo.
That's not the Lobo I know.
I don't know who that is. He can eat several bowls of dicks. I'm out of here.
Not just one.
Several bowls.
Your boy Zach, I was let down by Don Cheadle in Iron Man 3. Well, fuck you.
It just they don't give us enough of War Machine.
You're right, they don't.
He gets screwed every time, and now it looks like they're freaking killing the guy.
He had a better appearance in Civil War, actually. I think it was a short appearance, but I think he had a better appearance in Civil War.
I think there's just
the new one.
Yeah, the new Avengers Civil War. Not Civil War. Ultron. Or Age of Ultron.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, when he popped
that
out-
was hilarious.
When he
Yeah.
popped out of the helicarrier, I was like, "This is gonna be a story." I like that.
yeah,
With traditional,
I was like, boom, looking for this.
yeah. I don't think there's just enough room for him as a character in these movies. I feel like if they ever do like another solo Iron Man movie, they should do like a buddy cop thing with War
Yes.
Machine. I feel like that movie would
That's
work
all I
really
want
well.
is more War. And I think I'm hoping we're gonna get more War Machine here in Civil War. But
You could hope.
Well, I think he'll probably be part of like this big fight scene. Like until he gets blasted out of the air. Apparently,
I honestly think they will focus more on Black Panther than War Machine.
And he's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be a
which is warranted because we need a Black Panther desperately, and I'm so glad that we're getting him.
Well, lastly, in summation, I'm going to say any property that Marvel put on television in the 90s, just Generation X, Man-Thing,
Talking about
Hasselhoff-
live action?
Yes.
okay, I was about to say.
I'm
about
sorry.
to say
I was about to
because
rip you apart.
I'm about
I
to say
was
that
like,
animated stuff in the
X-Men?
'90s sounds was
Spider-Man?
amazing.
Not animated. I'm sorry.
That ran my life for a large.
Let me preface that with
Okay.
anything live action. I'm
Okay.
talking
Was
about
that Generation X made for TV movie with
Oh,
Jubilee?
God.
Dude,
I'm glad I
I
didn't-
remember
I'm glad I didn't
watching
see
that as a
that.
kid. That was hilarious.
I don't remember
man.
seeing that at
There
all.
were
thank
good
God.
parts of it, but it was
movie-
bad.
The
The
Man
Man
Thing
Thing
they had
movie.
on Sci-Fi Channel.
Yes, you sons of bitches.
Oh, I watched about 10 minutes. I was like, "Fuck this! No, I can't do it."
Hold up, David Hasselhoff as Nick Fury. Has anybody?
That was good.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Fury was good.
I didn't need Baywatch in my
Oh
comics.
God, there were so many bad live action properties coming in. I'm gonna be out of the chat room because my phone's running out of power. So yeah, that is the worst of nerd fandom. I'm sure there's plenty we
There's so
missed.
much
Oh
more
yeah,
out
there's
there.
a lot.
If you've got more, please put it down in the comments, and we'll acknowledge it and say something about it later. But anyway, so we've got another bit of business to do. I guess I should intro this a little bit. Okay, so with Captain America Civil War on the horizon, I have been a diehard Captain America fan all of my life. He is my absolute favorite character. He can do no wrong in my eyes. And unfortunately, I'm on Team Iron Man now. To which all of you motherfuckers on my Facebook page who chose to bash me and call me a traitor, I'm talking about you, Jamil. Y'all can go to hell. I have reasons, and I'm going to prove them, and hopefully my wife won't have me sleeping on the couch tonight because I'm Team Iron Man now.
Wow.
Even though I think somebody at this table said I was dead to them.
Oh, we're doing overstatements right now without introducing the judge. and all that
Are we
stuff?
going to
just
the
saying.
judge?
Okay, no, but we've been battling about this in our chat on
But yeah,
social
you are dead to me. Fuck you.
Okay.
All right.
Anytime,
There's some order in this court.
anytime we have something like this, of course, it is time for served.
That's right. And you are getting the honorable judge, the champ BC.
Oh, that's way more solid than I thought it would be.
Damn straight it is. It is Mjolnir. I am worthy of picking it up. That's why I have a gavel as a judge.
I would like to
and
say I'm a
judge,
hostile
I
court.
have 300 names. Jason the X does not have a gavel because he can't pick up Mjolnir.
I would like
Now-
to say that I'm in a hostile court environment since the judge is on Team Iron Man.
Look, do you see a Team Iron Man in front of me? I have taken down the team. I will be impartial, which is a word. I will be looking to the bailiff
To
of
Medea.
LA to keep these two separated, please.
I had a really good comeback, and I was like, he's the judge. I'm going to shut the hell up.
Damn straight, shut the hell up. Now listen, what we're
I'll
going to
wait till
want you
after I
to
win.
do is we're going to want you to listen to the arguments and make your decision down in the chat room or on Twitter using the hashtag SCNS Civil War. Now, opening statements will begin now with Rob. Yes, sir, you.
Hello, everyone. Okay, so we have a guy who wants to have everyone register with the government, or has his team, as far as the movie goes, register with the government so that they are controlled by the government to do whatever job they're supposed to do because of they want to control and keep down casualties and so on. Here's a little rich boy that almost destroyed the planet. If anyone saw Age of Ultron, well, you know, who built him? Tony Stark. And Tony Stark did what? Kept it from the rest of the group. If he wanted this thing that was supposed to save the world and be the replacement for all heroes and the world protectors, why did he keep it secret? What was he hiding? What is it that Tony Stark is hiding from everyone in the world? Especially the people on his team that are supposed to be friends in arms, brothers in arms, brother and sister in arms. So, yeah, there's something up with Tony Stark, and I don't believe this whole thing with him just, we just want you to register because he wanted to keep you safe. Even in the comic books, Tony Stark has done things to keep people safe and has almost killed millions of people. Tony Stark is just looking to save his ass from his screw up in Age of Ultron.
Ooh.
All right. Jason the X, opening statements.
I will not deny that Cap has a very good point in this. No one should be beholden. I say that having been in the military and been under someone's command, and sometimes there's other people that need to make the decisions because you're too close to the situation. Now, with that, the Sokovia Accords, which they are bringing forth in the film, are not being brought forth by Iron Man. They're being brought forth by the United States military, which the United States, in the event of, 3 massive incidents, one being New York, 2 being 3 shield helicarriers falling down the middle of Washington, D.C., and 3, finally, a whole, country rising up out of the ground and going airborne. If they did nothing, people would say they're feckless and people will be afraid, which they very well should be. This is to help public trust, which is something that superheroes do serve. Great power, great responsibility, serve the people. With that, sometimes people need another reason to feel safe. Now, we don't know the full scope of the Sokovia Accords either. We don't know if they need names. We don't know if they want them to give up their identities, because I don't think that's really an issue, because nobody in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the Avengers team at least, really has a secret identity. You can pretty much look at him and say, I know that guy. So I don't know if that's it, but as far as people having to be responsible for their actions, yes, they should be. Now, the other half of this, we've got those, Steve trying to protect Bucky. I disagree with everything he's doing with Bucky. That's your friend. I understand. But your friend has killed a lot of people. He may have been under somebody else's control. That doesn't mean continue running. Hawkeye screwed up and killed some people while under Loki's control. He didn't run away. He faced up to it. I was under somebody's control. I still feel bad for the incident that happened. Bucky's running. That is not good. And I understand that's your friend. You want to protect him. You feel responsible for everything that happened to him. Regardless, you are wrong. Also, Bucky tried to straight up shoot Tony Stark. I hate Tony's guts, but I don't want him taking a bullet to the head. So, if that's your friend, the right thing to do is bring him in, protect him all along the way, stand by him, but don't run, don't up the body count. And if you don't want the Sokovia Accords happening, probably not a good idea to get into a public battle at a effing airport with other superheroes. That ain't gonna do anything to help public trust either. Unfortunately, Captain America is my idol. Ever since I was a kid, he was the guy I looked up to. So it's very hard to sit here and say, Steve is wrong. Tony's right. For now, at this moment in time, that broken clock is right for this twice moment of the day, and Stark is right. That's it.
All right. We have had our opening statements. I leave to you two now to be social and civil and to debate each other's points of view.
Should we put a timer on the clock for these guys?
I'll watch it.
Oh, do go on.
Okay, so you say that Cap is wrong and that these guys should all register with the government and have the government control their actions. Where, okay, you bring up New York. There was no real big person behind that. Whatever, that shit happened. Aliens came through, Loki was doing something, trying to get his scepter back and all that. Whatever, that happened. That was a big incident. Yes, people got injured. We don't know who got killed. It wasn't like the other
we're going to learn in this movie. We're going to learn the body counts.
Okay, so we don't know about the other company's movie where it was just like a whole city got decimated. But next movie, okay, so Bucky killed a bunch of people. Bucky did this. Bucky had been lost way back when, probably frozen the same way that Steve was, and was picked up by the Russians and trained as a Russian operative, given him his new bionic arm.
No, he was picked up by Hydra.
Oh, Hydra, okay. But he was trained by whoever. He was trained for a certain purpose. His attack came down to pretty much a pretty localized area. It was against S.H.I.E.L.D. His attacks and everything was against S.H.I.E.L.D. Yes, there was a gun battle out in the streets.
We don't know everybody he's killed.
But as far as the main fight, the big thing that happened in that movie, everything happened in one area that would have affected that one area. Yes, it would be a bad incident, much like 9/11, where something happened and affected this area. Yes, whatever happened resonated across the world, but it still affected this. We lost, 4,000 people there. In Age of Ultron, Tony Stark builds something, keeps it from everyone else, and when they find out, they're like, what the fuck are you doing?
Objection.
And this thing goes into one of his creations and flies off and tries to create an extinction level event.
What's your objection?
Objection. Tony Stark created something. Something that he meant to protect people. He didn't keep it from everybody. Bruce Banner knew about it. It was just another project they were working on. Though he created Ultron, he did not intend for Ultron to kill a bunch of people. If my kid, when he gets older, murders a bunch of people, I'm not responsible for it. However, I will concede, Tony was wrong on some aspects, and that's why he's going with these Accords. He is willing to accept more responsibility.
That was not an objection at all. That was just you saying things. Rob, continue.
Thank you.
I made my
So
point.
where I left off, he created.
You can still interrupt him.
An extinction level event. It was just, you said they lifted a whole town, city, whatever, off the planet, or just gonna drop it. Tony made that thing. And if I can go back to comic books,
He also made Vision.
no, Ultron made Vision. Tony Stark and the rest of the Avengers stole him and put Jarvis inside of him.
Which Cap was against him doing.
Ultron was making it to put himself inside of him.
And Tony did something he made a mistake, but he did something to correct his mistake.
Ladies and gentlemen, go to Twitter right now. Follow me at RealJackassBC. I have a poll up. Team Cap or Team Iron Man? Go vote now so we can get your opinions on the show. Please continue.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, so he did say, well, he tried to fix it. Tony is always trying to fix something. Cap just goes along with it, and I will be damned if anyone here will say, I'm not going to help my friend.
I didn't say not help your friend.
I want to find out.
I did not say not help your friend.
What's going on. Yes, Cap knows that Bucky did this, but the thing is, Cap also did something to make it right and snap Bucky out of that freaking brainwashing that he was in.
No. See, Cap's dedication to his friends comes at a fault. Because he dropped S.H.I.E.L.D. and was like trying to reach Bucky when they were trying to take down that helicarrier. He is dedicated to his friends to a fault. You have helicarriers that are in the air and going to kill people. No, take your friend down, then help him later. He is willing to sacrifice other people because of his dedication to one friend, which, yes, he believes he has it all in hand. No, you don't drop your shield and say, no, I'm not going to fight you. No, you take him down. And then you help him.
No, Cap did his job and then went back and dropped his shield. Cap did what he was supposed to do to stop people from getting killed.
He was willing to drop his shield and be defeated, and Bucky could escape.
He
and
was
continue
willing
to kill
but
people.
he did not.
Take your friend back and get him deprogrammed.
Oh, well, that's what he's doing.
It does not look like he's doing that. It looks like he's running. He's running. Now he has become a criminal. He could say, I'm bringing him in, these are my conditions, and I'm going to stand by my friend every single step of the way. Nobody better try anything with him. He is going to get his day in court. He's going to be able to tell his side of the story, just like Hawkeye did, just like the other scientists did, that Loki took control of. But nobody's going to lay a finger on him, but you stand by him there. You don't stand by him and run off and sacrifice other friendships along the way. Sorry, he's my friend. So was I at one point.
Oh, come there and hit you.
Well,
was
we
powerful.
have heard our arguments. Before we close out, as I tally up the final votes here, I want to hear some closing statements. Keep it brief, keep it quick, keep it above the belt, gentlemen.
Why are you looking at me? It's dirty bad.
Both, I am impartial.
Look, all I gotta say is Tony Stark has had multiple screw-ups, and as I was going to say before, there was a comic issues, the Armor Wars, where he let his technology get out to multiple agents as far as Crimson Dynamo, Titanium Man, Whiplash, so on, and he tries to fix it after. Tony screws up and tries to fix it by doing extreme things. Iron Man is trying to do what he can for his friend. Maybe it's not the best way, but he's still trying to find a way to get him to save his friend. We don't know that Cap would have kept him out there forever and just kept running forever and ever and ever. But, you know what? At least Cap is trying to do something for someone, and Tony is just trying to tighten his grip on everything he sees, like the rich billionaire playboy that he is. Maybe Bucky should have shot him in the head. We know it's an alcoholic. He needs a few more shots.
Ooh, that sounds a little below the belt.
Jason, closing statement.
So I've been drinking.
Nobody is infallible all the time. As much as Cap is admired, he is respected, and anybody would follow him onto any battlefield. With that comes responsibility. People are depending on you. People trust you. So now's not the time to make snap decisions. You need to make the ones that are most beneficial. Take a step back and breathe. Tony is a dick. But even he can have a moment of clarity and realize that sometimes you need to be responsible for the things that you do. And maybe he's a changed man. Maybe he's at least realized that much. At least he's willing to accept some responsibility. Right now. And I hate admitting that. But yes.
Can you make one quick statement or no?
I will allow it, but I reserve the right to strike it from the record.
Okay. Tony Stark wants you to sign up to have the government control your actions and so on. Just remember, Hydra was in the government for a long time. So yeah, go ahead, sign up. Let the government control your actions.
Do you have a final sentence to retort that? Is that a word? Retort? Okay,
yeah.
look at me. I'm a judge.
With all of that said, there's always a time that you can change your mind if something's going wrong.
All right, now it is up to you, the fans out there, to help me make this decision. LA, you've heard the arguments. Now you're not. Let me hear just an opinion. Where through the arguments, not your own personal belief.
Okay.
But where do you stand?
I gotta say, coming in, I was on one side. Jason's argument is pretty strong. I didn't think Iron Man had that strong of an argument, but he brings up a lot of valid points that I didn't initially see. Rob gave that last statement though. That was a haymaker for sure. I mean, he's right. Hydra was involved, and if you're still watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Hydra is still a presence, so that is probably not going to go away. So signing up could be maybe not a bad thing. And to your credit, you're saying things can change, but is it too late by that time that they realize they made a mistake? So that's tough. That's a tough decision for you guys to make.
My esteemed panel, opinions?
Yeah, they're screwed either way.
And
Thank you,
that is
Rocket.
awesome. That is the world of a cynic.
And a thumbs up. Okay. Okay, they're screwed either way, and a thumbs up. I want to thank you for both those votes. I see why y'all are behind the camera.
I voted for myself in the chat.
I do see that you voted for
I
yourself.
voted for myself. I'm not in the chat, but you know.
Yeah, I see that Rob has voted for himself. I'm going to say that Neil Maroney here has voted for Team Stark. It didn't actually
Ned
say
Stark,
it, but
or-
his words. And as far as our online vote, it is 100% of one vote in favor of Team Stark. So I must declare...
One person.
Wow.
Team
I didn't want
Stark.
that to happen.
the winner of the of served this year. Jason, congratulations. I am not impartial.
Landslide
Not
victory.
because Vision is on his team, but because you had the better argument player.
It was
And
good.
This
it was
is
very
this
good.
is and this is the struggle of my life for the past. week.
Now, Jason, I gotta ask you, what is in that cup you're drinking?
Oh, that's just water.
That's just water. Rob, what is it that you are drinking?
Beer.
Jason never drinks water. I fear there might have been a conspiracy
Hey,
here.
wait. I'm the
I
same.
fear
I am.
that Jason may have been taking performance-enhancing drugs
Look. I am the same.
or served.
I am the same Jason that you guys know, the whiskey-loving, violence-doing, GoBot-loving guy that I've always been.
GoBot-loving guy.
I'm in Transformers. That's our secret word if I ever get taken over. If y'all are unsure if I'm an LMD or not.
Think we found our Hydra spy.
Anyway,
Just right
What
now.
we do have next week now will be Rob drawing from the punishment board.
No.
Punisher board.
No. We don't need that next week because it's right here.
Not next week.
Oh,
Right now.
oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Punisher board. Matt was able to drop it off. And now Rob will draw one of the envelopes from the Punisher board.
This is exciting.
I can feel it.
Please enlighten us.
Want me to read it out? Read your sentence out?
No, I read it.
I'm the judge. Give me something to do.
There's another from Tracy. I vote for Tony.
Oh, hell no!
The Punisher board has spoken, and Judge the Champ is so happy because Rob will receive 12 chops.
Oh my God.
Oh my lord.
We might have to have Zach T come on the show. Or
Oh my-
Murdoch.
I don't envy you right now.
I'm an old man. That's like senior citizen abuse.
That's okay. I'm a jackass, and I don't like senior citizens.
All right.
It's your birthday.
Well, I'm glad this happened. So anyway, we are getting to the close of the show, and yeah, we're gonna be back next week, but it's going to be a special show next week.
Should I get 12 pork chops?
It is going to be a very special show next week because we're not having the traditional show.
There might be a post-credit scene.
You guys
on SCNS tonight, right?
You guys were able to talk me out of this. Yeah, it's going to be in a post-credit scene. We're going to have a special show. We'll talk about it more on the Facebook page, but be prepared for that. Don't come here thinking it's going to be the regular show.
Hey, just
Anyway, I was-
Marvel. Don't leave
I
the
was
theater.
swayed, but I'm trying to get the address. I'm vamping until I get the address for Chris. Can you pull up the event happening this Saturday?
While Chris pulls up the address for the event, I'm going to let you know that you can follow us on social media at SCNS. Put the hammer down. What is wrong with you? I'm going to add 3 chops if you touch Milner again.
Okay, stop.
I'm sorry.
Anyway.
Too bad. SCNS Live on Twitter and Instagram.
But this weekend there will be the Dallas Comic Show, which is over in Richardson at the Richardson Civic Center. If you remember old Dallas Comic Con shows when they were good, I'm saying that out loud, when they were good, you want to go to this event. It's on a smaller venue. It's being put on by our good buddy Mark Walters. It is not associated with Fan Expo at all. It is going to be an awesome show, a smaller show. Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, I gotta bring my mic up. There we go. go.
Oh,
Okay.
glad you said you got it then.
The show will be at the Richardson Civic Center, 411 West Arapahoe and Richardson, Texas.
Gotta wrap them hoes.
There's gonna be some Q&As. Let's see. Unfortunately, what's his name? Ernie Reyes Jr. had to back out of the show. He's had some health problems, but
Well,
please
You mean
don't.
the Surf Ninja's not going to be there?
Please don't die.
I
okay?
love surf
Yeah,
ninjas.
he's had I think kidney problems for years.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you just beat the level, if somebody just finds the Game Gear and beats that level, he can probably survive this.
Whoa.
Is that not how Surf Ninjas works? I just assume that's how Surf Ninjas work.
So,
You find a Game Gear, you get to the next level, and then that person lives.
So some of the media guests are going to include Sam Jones, who played Flash Gordon,
Flash.
Jamie Kennedy, Sean Patrick Flannery from Young Indiana
Wait,
Jones.
time out. Did you say Jamie Kennedy? Is
Yeah,
gonna
Jamie
be there?
Kennedy's going to be there.
His booth is empty.
Oh, wow. Sean Patrick Flannery from Boondock Saints and Young Indiana Jones. Voice actor, Billy West.
Hey.
I mean, that's Billy West. He's done it all. Ren, Stimpy, Kif, yeah. Tamak from The Last Dragon. I probably didn't say that right. Samantha Newark, who was Jim. Judith Hogue, who was the original April O'Neil in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies.
I bet she's ugly.
Chris Rager, Josh Martin, Ken Scott, who actually played one of the Turtles from that movie, and
Okay.
a bunch of other artists will be there. Of course, Brian Stillfreeze, Tony Harris, James O'Barr, of course, Joe Eisma, our buddy Ken Lowry, Robert Wilson IV. It's going to be, and special guests, of course, the ones that we only care about. Our friends from Showdown Studios, Terry Parr and Halo Sama will be there. We're going to go back just to see them. Anyway, it's going to be a great show. Saturday and Sunday. $20 for a ticket for the day. $25 for like the whole weekend. It's a very
math.
affordable show, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. There's free parking. Look,
Hey.
you guys have wanted events like this. You want smaller shows that don't cost you an arm and a leg, and they're as enjoyable. Go to this show, Dallas Comic Show. Go check it out. We'll be there Saturday, maybe Sunday. It's going to be a good time. So anyway,
I just want to go to see B-Rad,
B-Rat.
Jamie Kennedy.
Oh, God.
I hate
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I hate
You'll be
that movie.
you'll be the only one there.
I hate that movie
You'll
so
be the
much.
only one there.
So we are.
I'll go just to see you call him B Rabbit.
Be Rabbit was Eminem.
I wasn't. Oh, you're right.
Rabbit. He was just Rabbit.
It was Rabbit.
We're
You're right.
closing this show. All right, that's it. All right. You can follow us on Twitter at SCNS Live. Go to Facebook, facebook.com/SCNS Live. Of course, like this video, subscribe to us on YouTube. You can find me on Twitter at JasonTheX.
Where am I at? Where am I at?
You all take one.
Where am I? Hey, what's up? You can find me on all the interwebs, social media, like LA_IZ_GFC on Instagram and Twitter. Or you can find me on Snapchat, LAIZGFC. Also, please look for us on Dweeb Factory, where we're not doing as wild as stuff like this, but we're still okay.
But y'all just put out a new video,
We did put out a new video. Go check it out.
which I kind of wanted that as a break video. I thought that was going in here. But
I wish it was. It's really good. It's basically talking about Captain America: Civil War and some of the tie-ins to the comic books and how it relates to the movie. So please go check that out. It's www.youtube.com/Dweeb Factory. Please go and subscribe and like us, share us, subscribe, please.
You can find me
And drinking.
in your bedroom watching over you while you sleep. But if you don't want me there, at Entropy1, NTROPI1 for Twitter.
Whoa, he actually gave his Twitter out. That's okay.
Oh yeah, don't follow me.
so
You
Done.
can find me at RealJackassBC, RealJackassBC.
and don't tune out just yet. There'll be a little. There's a post-credit scene that you're going to want to watch. So anyway, from
Y'all know
us,
how to Marvel.
we'll see you next week. But always, guys, keep on nerding.
Is this what we do?
That's what we
That's
do.
what
We're
we
doing
do.
this.
That's what we do this thing.
Hey.
That's how we close the show.
Smile.
I'm waiting for Chris. There we go.
Did you ask him yet?
No, because there's no way he's gonna go for it.
Bro, it's draft day. It's on the same day as the show day. I need it like a fat kid needs cake.
Would you shut up?
How you doing? We got to do something, but bro, I got it. I got it, bro. I got it. What if? Stay with me now. Stay with me. What if we preempt the main show and we record Nerd Interference live that night? Then we're still here doing a show. Everything's still running. Bada bing, bada boom.
Okay, yeah, I like the idea, but there's one problem.
What problem?
He's a dick.
I'm telling you, all we got to do is present it in a light that makes it click in his head and that he'll be down with, bruh. I got this. I think. So, yes, no, maybe, no.
Let me get this straight. You want to preempt the main show to do your what is it? What is it you guys talk about? Like bicycles or
Sports.
Right, that thing. Gonna go with no, and probably calling in sick that day may not work. Just saying.
You know, okay, all right. I figured something like this would happen, so I figured between the three of us, we could work out some sort of deal.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One bottle of whiskey, please. Oh, nah, come on, no. No, absolutely not. No.
Okay. One SH Figure Arts, Common Writer, Decade, limited edition figure. Well, you know, Jared Goff is actually a really interesting prospect. I mean,
I'll be amazed if the Rams go ahead and take him, man. But what about Wentz?
I mean, Wentz has a higher upside. I mean, you look at what that guy's done in his college career. I mean, he seems pro-ready.
How did you have all that stuff ready?
Oh, that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's already here.
What do you mean?
The dude has so many different action figures and empty whiskey bottles, he doesn't know the difference. You can just reuse it, and he'll think it's something brand new.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
that's what's up, bro.
How do you think I get all of the stuff I want to do done?
That's
Yeah.
what's up.
I'm sorry. Wait. What'd you say?
Nothing.
None, Jay.
just-
You're good, bro. You're
Yeah.
good, man.
Oh, okay.
Playing with that.
All right. So yeah, like when's the coin toss for like the tip off?
God damn it.